Let me tell you something most people do not want to hear. Talent is overrated. Not because talent has no value, but because talent alone has never carried anyone to the finish line. Everywhere you look, you will find talented people who never became anything, smart people who stayed stuck, gifted people who burned out early, and promising people who disappeared quietly. Talent opens the door, but consistency is what walks through it. The world is full of people who started strong and finished nowhere, not because they lacked ability, but because they stopped showing up. Consistency is not attractive. It does not give instant results, and it does not impress people in the beginning. There is no applause for waking up early every day, no recognition for practicing when no one is watching, and no celebration for choosing discipline over comfort, which is exactly why most people avoid it. They want excitement, quick results, and proof before commitment. But consistency demands commitment before proof. Talent shines at the start, but consistency wins at the end. Talent gives early confidence, and that confidence can be dangerous because it makes effort feel optional and discipline feel unnecessary, and that lie destroys more potential than failure ever could. When things get hard, talent alone has no endurance, but consistency shows up tired, works while bored, and keeps going when progress is invisible. This is where lives separate, because most people quit in silence when no one notices, when improvement is slow, and when effort stops being exciting, but consistency stays. Think about how many things you started with energy and abandoned when they became repetitive. How many dreams died not because they were impossible, but because they required patience. You do not need to be special to be consistent. You need to be honest enough to accept that success is not dramatic, it is repetitive. Consistency gives you more than skill. It gives you identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and become someone who finishes. And when that shift happens, everything changes. Confidence grows quietly, opportunities come naturally, and trust is built through evidence, not motivation or hype, but daily proof. You are not behind because you are untalented. You are behind because you are inconsistent, because you work only when you feel like it, focus only when motivation is high, and commit only when conditions are perfect. While consistency does not wait for mood, does not negotiate with comfort, and does not care how you feel today. Consistency is loyalty to your future self, choosing long-term respect over short-term pleasure. And yes, it is hard to show up when results are slow, hard to repeat effort without applause, and hard to stay disciplined when nobody's watching. But hard does not mean wrong, it means rare. The people you admire did not win because they were always motivated. They won because they refused to stop. They built boring routines, repeated simple actions, stayed longer than others, and eventually consistency compounded. One day you wake up and realize you passed people who were more talented, more confident, and more gifted than you, not because you were better, but because you stayed. Consistency is lonely. No one celebrates the middle, no one cheers the grind, and no one cares while you're building. But the end remembers everything. If you want to change your life, stop chasing intensity and start building rhythm. Do not aim to impress, aim to repeat. Do not wait to feel ready, show up anyway. And do not quit because progress is slow, because slow progress is still progress. Talent burns bright and fades fast, but consistency burns quietly and lasts forever. And if you stay consistent long enough, talent becomes irrelevant, because time always rewards those who do not leave.